Firstly, I'd like to introduce two new apprentices. I'm sure you've probably noticed that a couple of new jackets sitting over there. So we've got William Cook and Tyler Palmer starting with us for today. They'll be here for a week, and I believe one of them goes back to training for a week, the other one goes back for 2 weeks. It's just to and fro from training centre, as you know, through apprenticeship first year quite a lot at the training centre. So this first week, Will's going to be with Reece and Sam, and Ty's going to be with Seb and Nick. Won't be first thing this morning, we've got a fair bit to go through, and then we'll drop them out to their crew. So that'll be for this week. Obviously, then, like I said, they're going back to training, and then Ty's going to stay with Seb and Nick. So yeah, Ty's going to stay with Seb and Nick, and William's going to jump in with Pat and Mahali. Alright, Pat's away club this week. So cool. So yeah, everyone, warm welcome to these guys. Make yourself known. Man, it's going to be a hard job for them to try and remember everyone's name. So take it easy on them if they get that wrong. That's all I had.
Alright, we'll get the morning brief off and going. So birthdays, we've got Evan's 51st birthday this Friday. So if you guys want to send him a message, wish him a happy birthday. I'm sure he'd love that. Give him a bit of an update on what's going on in your lives. That's all
you
the
get
birthdays.
to sing happy birthday as a crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send it to him. Actually, perhaps not.
Yeah, you can understand it. And we got one service anniversary, which is Nick Smith's got 11 years up on Monday the 12th, so that's next week, Nick. Well done, mate. And keeping with Nick, have you got a summary for the switching, mate?
Yeah, just some brief stuff, guys. Obviously, a lot of guys are night work, so you can have a lot come back through there, which is good. So, just chatting to Tim last week, I think we've come across it a few times here. Is permanent non-auto feeders. So, predominantly feeders that are underground. Obviously, in our switching, there's no item to place non-auto or check. So, just be aware if there's any discrepancies in the SPs, that can be the case. Interesting, I haven't come across it before coming down here, so.
Is it marked on the feed plate?
I don't believe so. No. You know, it's on ADMS where it literally just doesn't have a non-auto button. But no, it's not a lot more that gives it away.
So you use it for switching, but they don't check it in non-auto.
No, there's no check. It's only a non-auto state.
Can't add a number.
Oh, can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure off the top of my head where guys come across it.
There's even subs that you don't even have the option to put non-auto in.
Yeah.
Elizabeth South's bad for that.
Yeah.
And there's a couple more animals too.
Yeah, I think this was Kilburn that Tim found this one. Was there some gun and stuff as well? No.
One we did Friday.
Oh, that
was the
had-
same.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's fed from the 33 though.
Yeah. So they're out there anyway, guys, so just be aware. That's all we have.
No worries. So yeah, there were no switching alerts, and we haven't got any DS incidents reported in the last week. So just some general depot stuff. Next week on Tuesday after the RDO, we've got our safety and general meeting, and we've got breakfast and lunch provided that day. So won't have to bring any food in unless you're really hungry. Sorry.
If anyone's got any dietary requirements, just come and see me for the next couple of days.
A lot.
A lot of requirements, a lot of food. Got that one?
Just on that, guys, because I left it out of the thing. The breakfast has been put on by SA Power Networks for the great work Tim and all the guys did on the Holden Hill sub-exit job. So they've put forward $300, so it's going to be a fair old breakfast for us that morning. And the lunch is put on by Richard, who's putting on for all Enevan depots. So thank you for the hard work for the last 6 months. So that's where it's coming from.
Alright. Cheers, Cam. And there's a few other things going on that day at the safety in general. We've got this new Enable-On inspections for your workplace inspections. So we require everyone to bring in all their licensing on that day: driver's license, high-risk license, white cards, everything. You need that all so you can upload it on this new system on your phones. All right. It's going to be best if you do bring it in, because if you get it all done on the day, you won't have to stuff around with it later on.
Is that every license?
Bring all your licenses in, it's the easiest way, rather than picking through, but yeah, we need to upload everything, all the details. Also, for the safety general day, we got fire extinguishers getting done, so if we can get them out this Friday in front of your trucks, make sure you've got your truck ID written on them, ready to go. Obviously, if you do work on the weekend, you can take it back out with you, but get it off again at the end. We've got one here for your mobile number your phone numbers entered into success factors. So these are automatically displayed on the kiosk that everyone can see, and some people have had their personal numbers put on there. So if that's something you don't want and you want to get that changed to your league number, come find your TSW6s. We can show you how to change that. Right, because at the moment anyone can just flip through and see whatever numbers are assigned to you. Cool. And we've got one here for Apprentice Watch. So just to verify, the apprentices can go up in an EWP bucket with everyone, but they can't operate the controls. So the operator's got to do that, and the rescuer from the ground, same thing. Apprentice can't be the rescuer. Pretty much just treat it like your normal crews would. Alright, so the groundsman's got to be the rescuer. Guy in the bucket operates the bucket. Once the apprentices get their ticket, they'll be able to operate it as part of their logbook once they're signed off. And that's also for driving the trucks as well, so they can't drive a HR truck until they've got the correct licence as well.
Got to be dead nervous, obviously.
That was a good question that came to me after last week that we said they could go on the bucket but can't operate it. So I followed that up to Training Services with benefit. So basically they can't, if the operator does pass out, it's just retreated like he's the only one in the bucket and the ground needs to rescue as normal. So around that pass that's no dramas.
Right, and last one, please ensure your leave requests have been put in with at least 3 weeks notice to ensure ample time to process.
Yeah, it's more to do with how full the plan's getting. The more time you give us, the better chance it's going to get leave. 6 months ago, 12 months ago, we weren't in the position we're in now, and people asked for, some time off a week or 2 weeks after, and we were just able to give it to them. It was easy. At the moment, we've got lots of higher priority projects on us, make it really hard. We want to be flexible and help out anytime we can, but the earlier you get it in, the more chance you're going to have it get approved. So keep that in mind.
Right, and one safety alert came through Friday afternoon. Was down at the Transformer Workshop at Marston. So there was recently a vehicle passed through an exclusion zone. So at the moment they're not using the gantry cranes down there at Transformer Workshop. So they're setting up some mobile cranes, and they've set up an exclusion zone. They weren't actually lifting a transformer in that exclusion zone at the time, but a truck has passed through that exclusion zone. So no one was hurt, but there wasn't chance of truck driving through while the cranes were moving. Could have hit anything. The spotter in the area, the guys in the work area. So actions: Marston North crews and visitors should be aware that Transformer Workshop personnel generally engage the mobile cranes to move the stores around the property within the exclusion zones. They must not be breached without express permission from the work party responsible for that exclusion zone. Alright, they've got them set up down at Angle Park stores as well, so you've got to make sure you stay in a specific area while things are moving around. Loading points: there will be an increase in the mobile cranes with the site gantry cranes not being used, and as said before, make sure you get express permission from the work party leader there for the exclusion zones. And that's all I've got. I think weather's going to be pretty cold all week, not a whole lot of rain, so hope you have a good week, and guys driving away for the week, make sure you drive up there safely, look after each other. That's it.
Just one thing, sorry mate. Just a few guys, activation for that Enable On licence. There's just a few guys that need to do that this morning. Marley, Paddy if you could, Andre, that's all I can remember. There's a couple of guys at St Mary's, but just log on, come and get me, and I'll just do it for you. All right, just so we're ready for Safety in General Day. Just make it a lot easier. Cheers.
Anyone else?
Yeah, social club's going ahead this Sunday. It's just an open day if anyone's interested. We've got about 12 people so far at the Regency. Starts at 11 o'clock, $20 entry with a taxi.
Is RDO Monday?
Yes.
Good.
So yeah, we've got 12 players at the moment. We can take about 16 before it starts.
Give me the money now.
Work out, it's good to see something.
Yeah, so flick us an email or come and see me if you want to.
Just another quick thing on trees, that big tree that fell over last week, that whole roots and all just fell over, wiped out half the house. So just be aware if you see any raised ground around big trees, just have a look and just be questionable about it. These trees can kill.
That's a movie. I just want to thank the guys that were on night shift last week. Everyone did a fantastic job. It was cold, wet. We had a few issues that were out of our control, and everyone just pushed through and got all the jobs done well and safely. So yeah, really want to thank everyone for that.
Alright, anyone else got anything you want to bring up?
Yeah,
Last chance?
Can everyone try and log on the field client on their toughies and have a play with the switching, try and use the mapping, try and find some devices and stuff. If you don't know how to get onto it, I'll show you some more. But yeah, we're going to try and start using it.
Did everyone get the laminated sheets to help you with that? We put a heap out by the top pad, so if you haven't got one, grab one. If they're not there, we can get you some more. But yeah, Pat's trying to he's doing a lot of good work in this area. So even if you're not with him and you need a hand, give him a call. If he's free, he'll help you out. Barley driving up to Roxby today, so it'll be a good time. We can sit in the pad and check on what to do.
They might as well get into it because it's not going to go away, it's the way it's going to be. So the earlier you get in and have a bit of a play around, rather than have to use it for real, the better.
It's all just a demo at the moment too, but you can't break anything. Yeah, try and use it.
Cheers, Pat. That's it, thanks guys, have a good week.